All right, welcome back to TwinStick Garage. My name is Mark. I like to build old trucks, and in particular, I like to build this old truck. Now, I dragged this Pete out of a field probably 5-ish years ago, and I've been working on it ever since. I've named the truck little by little because that's kind of how I built it, just one little bit at a time. But actually getting this truck into a nice metallic blue paint has been long overdue. I know there's a lot of fans there that have been following me since the beginning, and they're almost getting frustrated because they're, you know, when are you going to paint this truck? When are you going to paint this truck? So my plan is I really want to lean into this now. I'm getting close. I want to finish up the body work, mask off the truck, get it into primer, and then get it painted. And I was actually at C-Max, my favorite bodywork store that sells materials, and I was flipping through the pages, the blue book, picking out the blue color, and I picked one out. I've got a spray bomb of it. I'm going to take this door panel here and sand it down and prime it, and then I'll put that paint on there, and we'll all see what it looks like and see if that's going to be the color for little by little. So welcome back to the channel. Let's get to work. All right, so there's the first coat of primer. I'll wait till that tacks up. I'll probably put another coat of primer on there, and then I'm gonna put down that beautiful blue color, and we'll see how that looks later in the episode. But what I wanted to work on now was picking up where I left off in the last episode. I was trying to put in the nutserts or the inserts, threaded inserts for the exhaust mount brackets. And the ones that I had that I ordered off Amazon were just too short, and they weren't actually squishing with the gun. So I went to AccuFast and I said, guys, do you have any taller ones? And they're like, oh yeah, absolutely. We've got everything you need when it comes to fasteners. So if you can see, if I can actually do this, you can see the kind of knurled part, or where the bumps are is much taller than the ones that I had. So now when I put the tool in there, there's some material for it to compress down and squish. So these should work just perfectly. So I'll get that gun out and then see if I can't get those done. Oh, beautiful. That is awesome. Right tool for the job and the right insert for the holes. Awesome. Now I still need to drill the ones at the top. Uh-oh. One needs to be drilled out a touch. And as you can see up in there, it just squished them beautifully against the inner aluminum rail. So those should hold the exhaust bracket on there just beautifully. Man, when they say when you restore a truck, you get to know every single nut and bolt on it, they're not kidding. I know every single one on this truck. Man, that's a fun tool. All right, are you ready to see what color this truck's gonna be? Yeah, it's kind of exciting after all this work I put into this truck. So what I went with was a BM187 Spectramaster Blue. 187.
So we'll see what it looks like. I'll probably put a few coats down, but I'm really excited. It looked pretty cool in the paint book. Okay, let that dry and come back and put another coat or two on there, but man, it's exciting. So back to the fun stuff. Sanding around 2,000 huck rivets. Now, as I've said before, if you think it's not that much fun to watch, it's even less fun to actually do. But again, a necessary evil if I want to actually get this truck painted. So what I figured I'd do, rather than have you suffer through every time-lapse minute of me grinding off oil paint on this truck, I'd sprinkle in a few on the hunt clips. So enjoy. You just never know what you're gonna find. Taking the missus to our little shopping excursion, and look at this. 359 Pete. Hope I'm not gonna get in trouble for coming back here, but I gotta take a look at this. This is like right in my backyard. Looks like a heavy duty with the heavy duty front fenders, and it's got a butterfly hood. What? This is quite the unique truck. Wonder if it was converted or something. No, it looks like it was heavy duty from the factory. Master blasters. Oh, the Peterbilt lubrifiners. The Peterbilt logo in there. Well, I hope they don't mind. I'll take a quick peek. Oh, this is a. So this predates the Corvette Dash. This was but it's not a little window, because the little window Pete's had the handles up here. Let me give you a better look. Huh, very cool. And looks like the bunk was just kind of set here. Well, it's obviously a day cab truck. So now I know where there's a 359 bunk. And with the square edges, that's really rare as well. Man, oh man, very cool. The old Hendrickson leaf spring suspension. Huh, very cool, from BC. Huh. Rotten roof cap. Steel over aluminum. This would take a lot to bring back, but pretty neat piece of history nonetheless. Okay, we gotta just take a quick peek. I don't even know what that is. An old Cummins, like in that haze. Comes with free moss. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Sanding is a ton of work, but the right tools are helping. I have to say this DA orbital sander is the money. This thing will really take material down. Now, of course, it can't fit in the tighter spots, so then I use this little air cat to get in there. But I have to say, and if you watched a few episodes ago, I demonstrated that these brass, one of the fans out there suggested getting brass wire wheels, because of course if you use steel wire wheels, it'll be too abrasive and it'll cut gouges into the aluminum. But these are the money for going around huck rivets. They don't flatten the heads off, and then it just cleans the paint up around them just beautifully. So if you're working on an old truck like this, go get yourself a pair of brass brushes, and different styles too. I use things like this for getting in the tight spaces in behind there, but it works to get the 4 or 5 layers of paint that have been on this truck for years. Now, the last time I was looking at this, so this is the fresh air vent for the HVAC system. So of course, as the truck's going on the highway,
it's going to capture and catch all the air and then blow it into the truck if you've got the little flap open. So then this will be behind the air can, so you won't really even see this. But again, my OCD just does not like these pop rivets. So if you remember on, where were the mushroom tips? I think the mushroom tips were here, because this was blind when I put this door skin on. These were buck rivets that you use the bucking bar in behind. These were huck bolts where you can actually get the collar in behind and use the huck gun. And then these were just blind pop rivets, just like this. But the reason they look the same as the huck bolts and the buck bolts is they've got these little mushroom tip caps that you just pound into the holes of the pop rivet. So I actually went to AccuFast and I got a whole bag of them, and I actually got the pop rivets as well, but I'm pretty sure I don't need to drill these all out there. So I'll just grab a few of those mushroom cap tips and see if I can't bang them on there. Yeah, so I'm sure glad I found AccuFast. Those guys are absolutely awesome. So I was, one morning I needed some different sized huck rivets, or blind rivets is what it was. And so I just Googled Edmonton and rivets, and they came up, and I wheeled over there, and man, they've got everything you could ever ask for these trucks, because they've got huck bolts and rivets and everything. So what these guys do is they just fit in there. Oh good, there is an interference fit. Oh, drop in your fancy mushroom caps. So yeah, they just sit in there, and then you just pound it in. We'll see if it works. Ha! Instant huck bolt. Well, fake huck bolt, but man, that looks way better, doesn't it? It matches so much nicer than having that hole there in the middle. Come on, get in there. Oh, that one didn't go so good. Okay, well, we'll pry him out of there and try again. My dad, who's a carpenter, is probably yelling at the screen right now. Hit that thing straight. There you go. Now, one piece of advice that I have is, if you're going to use these brass wire wheels, be very careful when you get to the edge of your metal and you start to flirt with a fiberglass piece like this fiberglass cowl, because those teeth will just eat right into it before you even know it. So I chewed a little too far there. I tried to sand it smooth, but it's still, the grooves are too deep. So I'll need a little bit of filler there. And then I noticed there's a bit of a dent at, I don't know when they were putting the can on or how that happened, but it's a little chewed up here. So I'll get a little batch of filler, fill in these two spots, and then I think I'm just about done with this section. A little more paint needs to come off inside that, but progress, little by little. Now with Bondo, you just need the hardener, and then I just throw a bead right over top of whatever pile, something like that. And then you really want to mix it up well. Once it fully changes color, and you're just about ready to start smearing it on. Okay. Mark always makes way more than he needs, so I'm going to walk around the truck now and see if I can't use this up before it hardens. So while I'm watching the Bondo dry, you can watch this. Just here at Stall Peterbilt, I wanted to look at the new 589s. But look at this beauty rolling past me. Okay, apologies for the wind. I want to take a closer look at the 589s because I've actually only seen them on like Instagram and pictures online. Ugh. Brother, ugh. Available for sale. Ultraloft 579. Well, here, I'll zoom back so you can kind of see it. Yeah. Nope. Well, let's just take a look inside. Yeah. Automatic for days. Nice seats though. I'm sure it's comfy on the inside. Hey, it's epic. Oh, someone with some class rolling in here. Okay, so this would be the 589. How do I call them 579? I think it's 589. So this would be the replacement for the 389 that went away, the 389X. They built 1,389 of them this year, and it's the last year, and it's the end of the long hood trucks. Now, at first glance, this is supposed to be the replacement. A lot of people, it's kind of the jury's out on these trucks.
I mean, at least they got a nice square flat top hood, which I can get on board with. I mean, this one in particular is a short hood. Obviously the fender ends where the hood ends, but I don't believe they make an extended hood. I could be wrong on that. I'd have to check on it. But the biggest thing, like at least it's got a nice square front end. Cool, that's still cool. But the biggest thing that bothers me about the 589s is the single windshield. I mean, something about it bothers me. I don't know if it's the slope or it's just because Peterbilts are supposed to have that bar right down the middle. I mean, look at all their new trucks. They've all kind of got that sloped single piece of glass. And it's probably better visually to not have that post in the middle. Of course, it's locked. But I just can't get on board with it. Now, this one at least has an 18 speed, so we'll give it that. It's got a nice high cab and bunk, which would be nice for long hauls. If you're spending a lot of time in the truck, you can stand up in it with ease. Now the exhaust, is it a true dual exhaust? Oh, look at that, it is. So they actually come out of that EGR nonsense there, and then they actually split it up. So that's a plus over the Kenworth 990 where they just have fake pipes on the side. And this is kind of cool, reminiscent of the 359, where the pipe comes up and it comes out in a larger diameter and then narrows down for that flex hose deal. I don't know if you can see it in behind there. And then a skinny pipe, and then they fatten it back up again at the top to try and give it the look of a larger, what is that, probably a 6-inch pipe. And of course, all new trucks now, they got the DEF. At least they put a nice stainless cover over it. I mean, this one obviously isn't ready quite for sale yet. They haven't done all the fancy work they need to do, like peel off all the plastic. I assume they're going to polish the tank. Most new tanks come from the factory this way. Even the ones I bought for my Peterbilt still needed to be polished out. They don't come pre-polished. But this is a nice color. I mean, I do like the metallic gray. I can get on board with that. Big 24 5-inch rubber bags. I mean, everything from the cab back is just wonderful. Looks like they got a nice mount instead of just having the flex hose for the Webasto or the cab heater. They've actually got a nice solid mount. I should look into that actually for the line coming out of the bunk heater I put in Snowman. You could put that little cap on there and it'd be fixed. That's a nicer installation, and that's just flex line up to there, but it looks cleaner on the outside. Of course, you got your bags, just like the early 379s with the Unibuilt bunk, where the bunk is connected solidly to the cab and then it rides on bags at the back here. Yeah, back of the truck, tip top. You guys are still making them sweet, but I just something about the look of the front end. I mean, it's an okay truck, but it's not a 389. It's sure as heck not a 379. And it'll never be a 359. But I mean, what do you do? Just got to get with the times. At least it's got the square front end, so they're trying. You get an A for effort and a C for result. It's funny how you can't see the forest for the trees sometimes. So I don't know how I went along here, and I just realized there's a huck bolt missing, and I actually filled it in for some reason. Don't know why I would have went and done that, but no big deal. I can drill it out and put a huck bolt in there. It's a shame because I did such a nice job filling it in. Those, you can kind of see it. There. Ah! Success! Oh, you guys are gonna like that blue. It is coming out nice. Okay, so next up what I wanted to do was, I was trying to come up with a strategy to fill in these holes. So of course, as I mentioned numerous times, got these cab corners from Truck Shrouds. Now they don't have 359 cab corners, but they do have a model 379, which is a little newer version. Anyway, the mounts for the 359 exhaust are obviously larger holes and they're higher up, but unfortunately there's no metal back there on a 359, so they're kind of superfluous. So that's why the mount's down here, and I had to drill those new holes and put those little nutserts in. So I was talking it over with Blake, and he was suggesting maybe we could weld these closed with a little bit, cut out some dime size or nickel size coupons and then weld them in there. But this material is just so thin. I got talking with him, and he thinks that that maybe if we start throwing heat to it with the Arc Captain TIG welder, it could either make it concave or oil can out, and there's too much heat there. So I thought what we could do is maybe get some metal, put it in behind, and then I've got this Sikaflex stuff. It's the same kind of adhesive like the 3M stuff that I use when I put the large rings in the cab. So it's a sealant adhesive. So what I was thinking of doing was getting a piece of metal, sliding it down in behind, and then I can't get in behind there. It's hidden from underneath and from above. So that's kind of like an area that I can't get to. So I was thinking of getting the metal in behind there and then just trying to shoot in this stuff kind of around each of the holes from the inside here. And then Blake had the idea to use big fender washers and maybe a self tapper and drill into it, and that'll suck it out. And then I'll let this stuff harden. It takes like 2 or 3 days. And then once it hardens, I could take the screws out and then just fill in the little indent there with some fiberglass putty. So long-winded explanation of saying how I'm going to do that. And then I was thinking, where am I going to get the metal for that? And then I realized, well, here's a perfect candidate. Oh, that's like a nail on a chalkboard, isn't it? This is the old cab corner, of course upside down, but this, I can cut out a strip of this and obviously cut it off like there, but it'll be nice thick aluminum and it'll match this bend perfectly. So that's my plan. Yeah, I think that'll work not too bad, because as you can see, the screws sucked it in from behind, and so now the Sikaflex can just harden. I'm sure it's just all smeared all around in there. I mean, it poured out of this hole and that one there, so it got a good squish. It should, when it hardens up, it should hold in place, and then like I said, I can just smooth that all out with some fiberglass fill, and when I take these out of here, I'll probably just have to pry those off. Hopefully they release. I'm sure they will. But yeah, that was pretty slick. So while I go off and do the other side, check this out. Oh, I saw this neat old Kenworth and I couldn't not pull over and take a closer look. Crooked Kenworth emblem. Canadian intakes, butterfly hood. It's got the little 36-inch bunk. Oh, that's a nice truck. That'd be a nice one to restore, wouldn't it? Not that I need another. I guarantee you this thing's got twin sticks in it, but I better not cross the fence. It's private property, but nice looking truck. Some cool old dozers too. A lot of neat equipment here. There, done. Now all I need to do is let that, like I say, harden up over the week, and then next Saturday I'll be able to hit her again. So, I mean, that's kind of the way these vehicles go. It's just a lot of time to get every little spot, but you don't want to miss anything, because if you don't actually clean up all this garbage, it'll shine through in the paint. So it's worth it to take the extra effort. Obviously, being a semi truck, it's much larger. There's just more area and more crevices and more little spots, but I'm going to get there, I promise. So do you want to see what color the truck might be? So what do you think of that? The 187. So it's kind of a dark metallic blue when you don't have the light shining on it, but then when the light shines on it, it gives more of a lighter metallic blue. I really liked it. Here, let me see if I can't clamp it. Yeah, I'm really liking that. It's a nice dark blue when it's out of the light, but then when the light shines on it, when it'll be out in the sun, it kind of comes back to that sovereign blue that the bunk was. I'm digging that. Just imagine this whole truck painted in that color. Oh man, that's gonna be sweet. $5,000, Daddy. Chicken shit money.
dumbass rodeo and accept the real challenge. Okay, Twin Stick fans. So time to do a little mail opening. Like I say, I like to let it build up, and then every now and again I give them all an open. But I'm very grateful, very thankful to all the wonderful fans out there who always send old Twin Stick something. So if you want to send me something, there's a PO box address in the description of the video below. And yeah, I'm very grateful for it. So let's get started. So I got a letter from Wes in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. Mark, how are you? Watching your videos. Absolutely love it. Truck is... Watch spoken about it so many times, can't even count. Well, good for you, Wes. You're a great guy. I love watching your videos. Writing this letter, listening eastbound and down, laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, your truck is the best truck I've seen in my life, and what I would do, go for a ride in that thing. Make my dream come true. Well, Wes, I tell you what, you come to the Lesko Truck Show in September, just outside of Edmonton. I don't know if I can give you a ride in it, but you're definitely welcome to sit in, Snowman, for sure. TikTok is Wesley the Preacher. My profile picture is Waylon Jennings. Oh, that's awesome, Wes. Thank you for the letter. I really appreciate that. It's fan mail like that keeps me doing what I do. From Tyler in London, Ontario. Oh, a T-Bird. Well, this is a Scum Bum. Oh, this is a real fan. Scum Bum. This was when they did the TV version of Smokey and the Bandit, they had to actually edit out the "some bitch" that Jack Gleason would always say. So he actually said "Scum Bum." So he put that on the back of the car. That's cool. Thanks for that. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. I love that. 359 Pete with the big 15-inch cans and the old whale tail there. Well, I don't know. Some guys call it a whale tail. Some guys call it a fin. I mean, basically what it was designed to do is send air up and over your van trailer. So the van trailer didn't have that big square front and would gobble up so much mileage. But that is a beautiful 359. Wow, that's definitely goals. And the swing plate down below, I want to get that put on there on mine. Yeah, that is a beautiful rig. Well, it'll look something like that someday, only blue instead of black. We got here. This is from Jack in Hawthorne, California. Oh, it's already open. It's amazing that it didn't fall out of there. Oh, that's awesome. Look at this. Do you know what this is? This is the plate, the bingo plate for the back of the Snowman trailer. Oh, it's even got 1977. Oh, that is really cool. So if back in the day, you had to have certificates or registration stickers for the different states that you truck through. So you'd have to say, okay, if I'm going to haul through Idaho next year, I got to get a ticket for that or a registration for that. It was just a money grab, but you had all these different states on there. And this one's got California 1977. Oh, that is beautiful. That is going on the Snowman trailer. Thank you so much, Jack. Wow, so generous. Okay, what do we got here? And Billy from Lewiston. What's ME? ME, come on. I should know my, is that Missouri? I should know my U.S. states. Oh, look at that. A Trans Am Firebird hat. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. That reminds me, I got to get going on the Trans Am and finish that up. Oh, Billy gave me a letter here. Hey, Twin Stick. Love the videos from YouTube and Patreon. Oh, you're a Patreon too. Right on, Billy. And thanks for all that you do for young truckers and people who want to fix old trucks and old cars. So here's something for the Trans Am car band one. Hope you enjoy your gift. Sincerely, Billy B. Oh, that's awesome, Billy B. I really like that. I appreciate that. Okay, what else we got here? From Seth from Columbus, NE. Is that Nebraska? Oh boy, poor Mark. He doesn't. I know all my states. I just don't necessarily know all of the letters. Oh, look at this, a Nebraska plate. Okay, so Seth must be from Nebraska. Oh, and you sent me a bingo plate as well. Oh, that's awesome. I got two. Well, I'm gonna put both of them on the trailer. How cool is that? Classic plates. What year is this from? 1963. Man, this one's even older. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Those are both going on the Snowman trailer. And my Nebraska plate, I don't have one of those yet. That one's going to go on the, well, I filled up I filled up the first garage door, so now I'm already started on the second. So if you got an old license plate kicking around and you want to send it to TwinSticks, like I say, my mailing address is below. I appreciate everyone. So thank you, Seth. That is really cool. Oh, there's something else in here. Tetanus, an old 69 Charger. Oh, is this your car? Wow. It's, please tell me that you want to sell me this car. No, it looks like you've already fixed it up. You got a nice shiny engine in there, and you called it Tetanus. Oh, how cool is that? Let me see what the letter is. The letter says here. And the 69 Charger. You're obviously paying attention, Seth. That is definitely on my bucket list. Seth from the city of Columbus, Nebraska. Subscriber since the early days of Little by Little. Well, that is awesome, Seth. Thank you. Since moved up in the world of being a valued Patreon member and supporting yourself in the TwinStick Garage legacy. Oh, well, I really appreciate the support on Patreon. Thank you so much. I sent you some gifts. Hope you enjoy them. Holographic truck photos. Okay. I had these since I was 12 years old. I'm in my mid-20s now. Oh, cool. A 900, well, I think that'd be, well, that might be a Kenworth from Australia. I forget what the model is. It's not the K200, but so I'm sure someone in the comments will correct me, but I think that's one of the Australian trucks, one of the Australian Kenworths. Oh, look at that. 359 Pete. Happiness is found along the way, not at the end of the road. Yeah, amen to that, Seth. Amen to that. It's, you know, I almost get more enjoyment out of building these things than I do out of actually driving them. I mean, it's definitely a toss-up. 60s Truckers bingo plate. I've had this as a wall ornament for years. Hope to do something with it. Now I hope I can live on with getting Snowman one step closer to movie correctness. Definitely going in the trailer. Early Nebraska plate. Felt you needed a small piece of Nebraska history on their wall. That's awesome. Photographs. So I have included a couple of pictures of my current project, aka Tetanus. 69 Charger, took from the weeds and stripped down. Oh, that is awesome. No project is too big if you take it little by little. Well put, Seth. Well put. I like that a lot. I might steal that. That is a great saying. No project is too big if you take it little by little. More of this car can be seen on YT at Seatown. Oh, on YouTube. Come on, Mark. At Seatown Garage. Well, I'm definitely going to check that out. Thank you so much, Seth. And thank you for sharing pictures of your minty Charger. God, I love the lines of the Charger. That beautiful, beautiful car. Definitely on the bucket list. And last but not least, person in Prairie Village, Kansas. Do not bend. Okay. Do not bend. Do not bend. I'm scared to open. I'm going to wreck something. Carson. Mark, I really enjoyed the channel and the content you're putting out. Smoky the Mountain truck looks amazing. Here's a little wall art for the shop. Little scratch. I'm not sure it would actually play on the old record machine. The sticker is from Evel Knievel Museum in Topeka, Kansas. Harley dealership. If you're ever in the area, say for the Oak Grove 70s Truck Jamboree, you should stop in and check out Evel's Hauler. Yeah, it's actually a Mack cab over truck. I watched a lot of shows on Evel Knievel. I think he's just mint. Thanks again for the great content and keep on trucking. Best regards, Carson. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, let's see if I can get into this. Oh, hang on. Look at this. Look at this. Look, there's the bingo plate. Perfect time in there, Snowman. Hey, what year is that? Almost looks like a 77 Iowa. Arizona's on there. Oh, it's a 76. Oh, awesome. Pretty close. Pretty close. Big red sticker. Cool. Oh, Carson, you shouldn't have. Eastbound and Down, Jerry Reed record. I've actually got a record player downstairs. I wonder if that would play. It's got to be Eastbound and Down, Lightning Rod, The Bandit, Bake, and The Legend. Oh, I got to try that out later tonight. Oh, that is cool. That is lovely wall art. Thank you so much, Carson. All right, so with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, tell me what you think of the new blue color, if we should go with the 187 or if I should keep looking. Thank you to all the wonderful and generous fans that take the time to send TwinStick something. And thank you to you, the viewer, for watching all of this. As long as you guys keep watching the episodes, I'll keep putting them out there. So with that, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hope to see you next week. And don't forget, if you got it, the truckers brought it.
Some say they despise you. Well, maybe they do. Deep down inside them, I bet they wish they were you.